The figure below shows a circle center O of radius 7 cm. TP and TQ are tangents to a circle at points P and Q respectively. OT is 25 cm. Calculate the length of the chord PQ. We can draw diagrams like this one's here to represent this problem. And first of all, we want to find the length of PT. The length of PT, we can draw this diagram separately. PT, we want to find the length of PT. So we are going to use Pythagoras theorem to find the length of PT. And from here, you can realize that PT is a tangent, QT is a tangent. And this tangent, we are going to discover that this tangent is equal to this tangent in length. And this tangent touching the circle at P is 90 degrees here. And this tangent touching the circle at touching the circumference of the circle at Q is 90 degrees here. So how can we find the length of PT? We can say that PT squared is equal to 25 squared minus 7 squared. This is giving us a 625 minus 49, which is equal to 576. So PT squared is equal to 576. Now we can take the square root of both sides. Square root over PT squared, square root over 576. 2 will cancel the square root here. PT is equal to square root of 576 is 24 centimeter. So our PT here is 24 centimeters. PT is 24 centimeters. QT is 24 centimeters. Now how can we find angle Q? How can we find angle Q? How can we find angle theta? How can we find angle theta here? Angle theta. This is angle theta. Angle theta is angle POT. Angle POT. This is angle theta. How can we find angle theta? So we are going to use the cosine rule. We can say that this is angle theta. We use cosine rule. We can say that cosine of angle theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So our adjacent is here 7. Our hypotenuse here is our adjacent here is 7 here. Our hypotenuse is 25. 25. This is going to give us 0.28, which is equal to 73.74 degrees. So our theta here is 73.74 degrees. So this angle here is 73.74 degrees. Now how can we find the length of RP? The length of RP, that is we have named this one here, this point here, to be R. So now how can we find the length of RP? So we can draw a diagram like this one here. We can draw a diagram like this one here. We separate this triangle, we put it in this sketch here, this triangle here. So this is a Q, this is P, this is O here. So our PR will be here, PR. And from this diagram, you can see that this is the radius, this is the radius. 7 centimeters, 7 centimeters, 7 centimeters, 7 centimeters. So it means that this is an isosceles triangle, which means that this angle here is equal to this angle here. Therefore, this line can divide this into two triangles, and this is 90 degrees. So it means that this length is equal to this length here. So now let's find the length of RP. The length of RP, we can use the sine rule. We can use the sine rule to get the length of RP. We can say that the sine of angle 73.74 is equal to opposite is length RP, opposite over hypotenuse. So we say that the sine 73.74 degrees is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, which is equal to side RP here, which we want to find. RP over 7, and this is going to give us RP is equal to 7 sine 73.74, and that is going to give us 7 times 0.960, which is equal to 6.72 centimeter. So our RP is 6.72 centimeters. Our RP here is 6.72 centimeters. That is our RP, 6.72 centimeters. Now how can we find the length of chord PQ? Calculate the length of the chord PQ. So PQ here, PQ is 2 times PR. So it means that this QR also is 6.72 centimeters. So PQ will be 6.72 times 2. So now we can say that the length of chord PQ, the length of chord PQ is 2 times 6.72 centimeters. 6.72 centimeters, which is giving us 13.44 centimeters. Thank you for watching.